This episode of Good Living Now is sponsored by Cravings. Now, Cravings has just released this amazing hands-free Auto 10 juicer. Now, one of the things that I like about the Auto 10 is that it has a super large hopper that allows you to put more produce in at one time. So you just feed the juicer, turn it on, and walk away. Now, like all Cravings juicers, not only can you juice fruits and vegetables, but it also has extra strainers. There's one for smoothies, and then there's another one that allows you to make plant-based milks and sorbets. Now, guess what? You also have a 15-year warranty. So use my code JUICEGUY and save 10% so you can get what? Get your juice on. Welcome to the Good Living Now podcast, where we talk to real people about real change leading to real health. I'm your host, Harold Leffall, and today we're going to have a conversation about something that affects so many people, and that's type 2 diabetes. According to the CDC, over 10% of the American population suffers with type 2 diabetes, and that's about 37 million people. And we know that diabetes affects your kidneys, your eyesight, can affect your heart, your nerves, and has also been linked to some forms of cancer. Well, my guest today is going to tell us her story of how she reversed her type 2 diabetes by changing her lifestyle. So welcome to the show. Her name is Lucie. Hey, Lucie, how you
Hello,
doing?
I'm pretty good, and you?
I'm doing good. I just love your
Yay,
energy. I
me
love your
too.
energy so much. I am so happy that you have joined this conversation because, like I said at the top of the show, there's so many people that are affected by type 2 diabetes, and it can be so debilitating. And I think when people hear that they have type 2 diabetes, they just immediately go into fear and panic. And they don't think that there's anything that they can do to change it. And so that's really the reason why I want to have you on, just to share your story and how you reversed it. But take us back to before you were diagnosed with diabetes. What was your life like? What were you doing?
All right, sounds good. So basically, I come from a family from the Caribbean. Both my parents were from Haiti.
Oh, I hear the
So
accent. I
yes,
hear that.
you hear the accent and the French accent too. I was born and raised in Montreal, on the French Canadian side of Canada, basically French Canadian, and so we grew up there. And I have three older brothers, and we were used to eating the standard American diet, fried chicken, bacon, eggs,
Mhm.
dairy, yogurt. So as
All
a
the stuff
kid,
we used to love. All the
yeah,
stuff.
all the stuff and the cereal too, Kellogg's and all that, the
Oh
fig
yeah.
juices,
I
you
used to
know.
love you know what, Lucy, I used to eat Frosted Flakes cereal with milk and fruit punch at the same time.
Oh
That
my
was
God,
like
me too. I used to mix it up together, Fruit Loops with Frosted Flakes and honeycombs. Oh
Right, right,
man, all of
right.
this growing up, and also of course the traditional Haitian dish with the rice and peas. So as
Mhm.
a kid, I was okay in the beginning before 10 years old because I was doing ballet. I did ballet from age 3 to age 14. But at age 14, really my body was like, uh-oh. Puberty started, and then the way I was eating, drinking lots of milk and all that, I don't know. I just got bigger and I lost my ballet career. I couldn't dance anymore.
Mm.
I was too big, and one of my toes turned blue, so I couldn't even dance on those pointy shoes anymore. That was
Oh,
my career was
wow.
over, and this is when my depression started because I'm like, oh, I can't dance ballet anymore. What is
Mhm.
life? Like, oh my
Right.
God. And I had daddy issues too. My dad was abusive
Mm.
mentally and physically.
Mm.
My mom was working her butt off, and she was a wonderful mom. I loved her so much. She was very religious, but also she was also part of people in her family used to influence her to do other stuff outside of her religion.
Mm.
Growing up, seeing a lot of voodoo seance. I was brought up to that as a kid,
Oh, wow.
traumatized me. So yeah, there's a lot of childhood trauma with daddy
Mm.
and mom with the voodoo stuff, and I was like, oh my God. So yeah, I grew up really depressed and had
Mm.
suicidal thoughts starting at age 14 to
Oh,
my
wow.
30s. It was crazy. So basically, food was a way for me to numb my pain.
Right.
And in my late 20s, it was alcohol, going to clubs, drinking like crazy. And yeah, I basically
Mm.
rebelled in my 20s, not in my teens. I rebelled in
Mm.
my 20s and pissed
20s.
my
Oh,
mom off.
wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
And in my
And it
30s, too, was continuing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And isn't that oftentimes how we deal with, pain and depression? A lot of times we deal with it through eating,
Yes.
or yeah, yeah.
And
Because
substances,
food, yeah, yeah, and substances, because food offers us comfort. And so we find ourselves eating what they call comfort food. But
100%.
often that comfort food has a lot of stuff going on with it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
then, so then tell us, were you diagnosed with type 2 diabetes? How old were you and when did that happen?
It happened in 2018. I was about 36 or 35.
Mm.
It got triggered after my hysterectomy. Yeah, because I had a
You had a hysterectomy?
huge fibroid that I
Oh.
didn't know years before. And then I found
Mhm.
out in 2016 when I moved to this new city where I am, close to Toronto.
Mhm.
The fibroid was so big that it englobed my uterus. It was like the size of a 3-month-old baby, basically.
Oh,
And
wow.
my new doctor was saying, "Well, there's no way a fetus can fit in there. Are you sure you want kids? No, it's too late for you. You need to have an hysterectomy." I'm like, "Oh." So
Oh,
yeah, I
wow.
had the
You had a
hysterectomy.
hysterectomy at 36?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hysterectomy, and they removed my appendix. My appendix apparently was healthy, but because my mindset back then was, my mom had cancer. She had started having cancer in 2017. I had to take care of her. So the doctors could basically do whatever they wanted with me because my mindset wasn't there. I was just focused on mom and I didn't care about me. Didn't care about my whole
Mm.
health. And so yeah, in 2018, before she passed away, I had the hysterectomy, no choice, because it was basically killing me, squishing all
Mm.
my organs. And
Mm.
then she ended up passing away in November 2018. Got more depressed, and because of the hysterectomy, this is when the type 2 diabetes got triggered. It's like my
Mm.
whole body was confused, missing two organs, so I started gaining weight, eating my emotion. I was a bit vegan back then, like cooked vegan, just a little bit in 2018. I started it. 2017, 2018, I started it. But then I reverted back to eating meat. I'm like, screw vegan. I'm gonna eat meat.
Mm.
I'm depressed. I
Mm.
miss my
Mhm.
mom. So type 2 diabetes, eating meat, vegan a little bit, meat, and it just got worse, got inflammation in my body, arthritis, which I'm still healing from in my hand. So I can't even bend
Mm.
my hand, it's still healing. And then from 2018 to 2022, this is when I said, that's it, man. I feel like
So
I'm about to pass away. Like,
wow. So with the type 2 diabetes, were you having symptoms before they diagnosed it? Because you said it was triggered by the hysterectomy. So
yeah.
were you having symptoms or did you just happen to go to the doctor and they checked you and determined that you had type 2
Well,
diabetes?
before the hysterectomy, they said I was pre-diabetic. I was on like close to being diabetic. They were saying, oh, it's okay. You just change your lifestyle, you'll be fine, And I had
And when
little
it,
symptoms where I felt heavy and sluggish. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Blood sugar was high.
And when they say change your lifestyle, what did they tell you that you should do?
Not much. Just say just eat more salads. And oh
Mm.
yeah, don't forget to eat more the chicken, but not the brown chicken, like the white part of the chicken.
Oh yeah, the white meat. And so once you were diagnosed, so did you start having any symptoms? How did the type 2
Oh man.
diabetes affect you?
I felt like first of all, it was the weirdest symptoms. I felt like every time I would get out of bed, I would feel dizzy. And
Mm.
also where my kidneys were, it was hurting like crazy. My liver
Mm.
was already damaged already from the hysterectomy, well, from the fibroids. They had squished it.
Mm.
Also, my vision was bad. Like I couldn't see properly, and I was wondering what the hell is happening,
Mhm.
And also feeling like a lot of brain fog. Like I wasn't really there,
Mm.
and ADHD. It's all like all those symptoms, like it just started happening, and also feeling like, like when your blood sugar is too high,
Mhm.
you feel like you can't breathe, or you feel like you're about to pass out. it was just the strangest feeling, and also feeling really heavy and hardly able to get out of bed sometimes, feeling lazy,
Wow.
feeling like, yeah,
Mm.
just coping with life basically. And yeah, I was walking funny too. For some reason, sometimes my brother had to hold me when I was walking sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just felt really tired all the time, just really tired.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so you got the diagnosis. Did they immediately put you on medication for the diabetes?
That's the funny part. My doctor did not put me on a medication. What he said again, well, this new doctor said, change your lifestyle, just exercise. That's it. I don't feel like I should put you on medication, even though my A1C was at 6.4 and then going up to 6.8. He was like, I believe in you. I believe that
Mm.
you can change things around. Just
Mhm.
exercise for me, please. That's it. I'm not gonna prescribe you that machine to check your your blood sugars or even the
Mhm.
medication. Change your lifestyle. He kept repeating it again, and I was like, "Yeah, I will. Sure, I don't know what
Mm.
to do.
Right, right, right.
Courage." Yeah.
And so then in what was it, 2022, you felt like you were gonna die, you said.
Oh yeah, I felt like I was
Wha
gonna pass away.
what was going on?
Like I was starting to get a heart palpitation every night. Heart
Mm.
palpitation when I couldn't breathe, and I just, like it was this feeling like that in me that's saying you're gonna pass away if you don't change your habits. And I'm very
Mhm.
spiritual. I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual.
Mhm.
I meditated a lot. Talk to God, talk to my spirit guides, and the message I was getting is that are you gonna give up or are you ready to step it up? You have a
Mm.
it's like a do or die situation. It's either you're gone or you're gonna step it up. And it's like the same message again. Every time I would meditate, I would hear this message. Are you gonna give up or you
Mm.
really gonna step it up?
Mhm.
And I started giving my life insurance to my brother, saying, if something happens, here's my life insurance, here's all my accounts, because I really feel like I'm about to go join mom and my dad too,
Oh.
because my dad passed away in 2015.
Mhm.
So it's like you're just
Oh,
feeling in
wow.
your body. You feel it. You're just like, I can hardly breathe. I'm depressed all the time, and I really feel like I'm leaving. So every time I have palpitation, I feel like I can't breathe, and I don't know. I feel like my body is giving up on me.
Mm.
So
And you weren't on any medication for the diabetes at that time either in
no
2022?
medication. Still, he was still hopeful. He still was like, Lucy, please change your lifestyle, please.
Mhm.
And I was like, I
Mm.
don't know what to do. I
Right.
go to the gym. I'm still heavy, and I'm still ordering from Popeye's chicken.
Mhm. Right, right,
Fried
right, right.
food. I'm like eating my emotion, smoking a lot of cannabis too. It's like
Mm.
I don't know, man. But when I really felt like I was gonna pass away, I just surrendered to God. Basically, I just said, you know what? It's true. I feel like I have a mission. I need to
Mm.
be here. Please send me help. I don't know what to do, but God, I surrender. I'm all yours. I just want to live. I haven't done anything, like I want to help
Mhm.
people too.
Mhm.
So, and then I'm telling you, in the space of 1 week, I found this community, this raw vegan
Mm.
community. I was seeing like them talking on YouTube, and I
Right.
saw my mentor talking too, and I was like, oh, maybe I should join a raw vegan community. Let me try that, talking about
Mhm.
juice fasting. Hey,
Right, right.
what's that? I've never heard of that. Let me try it.
Right, right.
So I joined a community. I did a 52-day juice fast,
Mm.
like, and with that period of time,
Mhm.
my diabetes was gone. I went back to see my doctor,
Mhm.
like, I think it was around day 48 or 50. I went to see him because I had the blood work done, and he
Uh-huh.
was like, what happened? That's
Wow.
impossible. No way. No, 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 no. Well, you're not diabetic anymore. What happened? He was shocked.
Wow.
He didn't know what to say. He was like, "What did you do? It's
Uh,
not normal that couple of months ago you were like at freaking 7.4
uh-huh.
A1C, and now you're like at 4.8.
Mm.
What did you
What
do?
happened?
What
Yeah.
happened?" And it was like, I could tell you, but I feel like you won't understand. Because I never told him about the juice fast.
Oh, you
Because
never told him.
I didn't want to tell him about it because I knew he was gonna probably
He's
discourage
gonna
me,
tell you.
saying, "Ah,
Right.
you should still keep eating meat and all that. What is juice fasting? What's that?" I
Right.
had a
Right.
feeling that he wouldn't understand. So I'm like, I just took care of myself. That's what I told him, and there you go. It's like I don't know what you did, but whatever you're doing, keep doing it because I'm in shock.
It's working.
I don't know what to tell you. You know what? I don't want to see you for a whole year. You're good. Bye.
Wow. And so all your symptoms started clearing up. Your eyesight got better.
Better?
The brain
Yes.
fog, all that went away during your 52-day juice
Yes.
fast.
Huge
Wow.
transformation. I was like, who's this person? Wow, totally different. I feel like I'm stepping into a new matrix, like
Uh-huh.
new dimension. Like, whoa, I have energy. I can go up the stairs really quickly. My body's shrinking. What?
Wow. Because you lost, how much weight did you lose during the 52 days?
About like 56 to 58 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so, wait, so Lucy, so you found a community on YouTube of raw vegan folks, and you decided I'm going to try this juice fast. Were you
Yeah.
juicing before that? Had you ever juiced before that?
Not really. I wasn't really interested. I had like the Omega
Hmm.
juicer. I used
Oh
it once
yeah.
in a while. I did some, I don't know, apples and spinach and celery a little bit, but I wasn't really conscious about it much. I rarely used it.
So how did you know what to do? How did you know what to juice when you started?
Again, thanks to that community, they had this whole protocol to let me
Uh-huh.
know how much I should take during the day, how much juice, and whatever symptoms I was feeling or any like emotions, I would share with them, and they would uplift me, check up on me. Even sometimes I had a mentor because he's the one that created that group, and
Hmm.
I had a deep dive session with him, coaching session, just to see if I was doing things right, and just having a community, it helped me because doing it by yourself sometimes it's hard, but a community
Right.
is vital. Oh
Hmm.
yeah, community is so
Yeah.
vital. So it really helped me.
And so, like, what were some of the things that you were juicing? Like, what were some of your go-to juices during that 52 days?
So there's one that's called the lemon ginger blast. It's done by Blue
Mm.
Corona, and so it's
Hmm.
basically it's cilantro, parsley, cucumbers, celery, turmeric, ginger, green apples, red apples,
Hmm.
and a little bit of habanero if you want to put that. And
Mm.
yeah, that was my green juice. I would have three of those, like 32 ounces mason jars.
So
Uh,
3 32-ounce mason jars of,
yeah,
of the green. Okay.
exactly, and
Uh-huh.
three more of citrus juice, which would be grapefruit mixed with oranges, or sometimes just oranges, or pineapple sometimes alone, or even watermelon sometimes mixed
Hmm.
with grapes. I would do like a variety of juices like in the afternoon, like
Hmm.
more fruity and citrus. So I
Hmm.
would mix it up, and it would satisfy me. Yeah, it would satisfy me. The first couple
Wow.
of days it was hard though, but yeah.
Right. Yeah. Those first couple of days, anytime you're doing a juice fast or cleanse, those first couple of days are the most challenging. Even if you've done it before, I know I've
God.
done it, over 4 years. Every quarter I do a
Wow.
cleanse, but every time I do it, it's like doing it, for the first time because those first couple of days you have all kind of, you just want to eat anything.
Oh my
Um,
God, yes.
what did you do about cravings? Like, did you have cravings during the
Ooh,
52 days, and how did you handle
oh
that?
man, yes, I did. It's like my mind was getting attacked. I was seeing all the past food I used to eat, and
Right.
for some reason I could smell them too. I was like,
Mm.
"What is this?" I would ask my community, "What is going on?" And they were saying, "You're transitioning. That's why
Mm.
your gut microbiome, whatever's inside of you, those parasites, they're angry at you because you're
Mm.
currently killing them with this juice
Mm.
fast. So they're
Mhm.
sending you images of all your old food smell too." And I was like, "What? What is this? I feel like I'm becoming another human. What the hell is this? This is alien stuff." Yeah. So I kept seeing like bacon and chicken in my mind, and then sometimes my brother would watch TV, and I would see Burger King, and I was like, "Why? Why am I?" I feel like having some, but why? So what I would do, I would journal and just
Mm.
write all my emotion. Like I'm angry today. I don't know why, but I keep seeing food. I'm craving for it, but no, I know I can't do this. I know I need to keep on doing that juice fast. I would cry. I would be like, ah! Like a monster, But I would
But
still keep at it.
journaling helped you. That helped you kind of get through
Oh
it.
yeah, and
Oh.
praying and meditation. Just
Mm.
pouring my heart out to God and say, "This is how I feel today, but thank you. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for this community." I would say how grateful I was every day, even though if
Mhm.
I was going nuts, I was like, "Thank you, God. Thank you for coming. Thank you for giving me strength. Thank you
Right.
for keeping me solid. Thank you." I would just say thank you all day. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. And one of the things that I think helped me when I was doing my first juice cleanse is I don't have a TV in my house, so I don't see the commercials because every other commercial is a food commercial, and that can be triggering too as well when you're trying to do a juice fast or cleanse.
Oh my God, it's good that you didn't have a TV. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I still don't have a TV. I mean, we have a TV now, but I don't even know how to work it. So
But
but
sometimes
that
it's on
really
your
helped.
phone.
Yeah, yeah, because you can see everything that you need on your phone. So how did you come off your 52-day juice fast? How did you transition off? And were you afraid? Because I know a lot of times, people once they come off of a juice cleanse or fast, they're like, okay, what am I gonna do? Well, I don't want to do something that's going to trigger me to, start overeating because like for me, I- I'm a natural overeater. It's like I'm not one of those people that can just taste like a piece of something and be okay. You've seen people that they can just take a piece of something, they're satisfied. Not
Yeah.
me. Even if it's a grape, I'm gonna eat the whole thing. So how did you deal with transitioning back to eating? And what did you eat when you came
Again,
off your
thanks
juice?
to community, thanks for my mentor because I told him, okay, well, it's day 50, maybe I should quit. Maybe I can go 2 more days. You know what? Day 52, I'm done. I feel
Mhm.
like my gut is my digestive system is pretty it's all those snakes they got out because it was really disgusting to see that, like a bunch
Mm,
of
mm,
weird things came out of me. I know it's
mhm.
TMI, but I'm telling you the truth. I saw
Right.
snakes. Yeah.
Mm, mhm.
So when I transitioned
And
out of
that
it,
was just the mucus coming out of your body, right?
mucus and
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It looked like snakes at one point. I was like,
Mm.
oh, and they were saying that it was parasites.
Parasites,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, based on what my lifestyle was, I understand because I used to eat a lot of meat. I used to eat meat 5 times a day.
Mm,
Steak and mostly chicken. Chicken was the last thing I could not give up. Chicken. So with
mhm.
my
That was the same
history,
for me. That was
oh
the
my
same for me. The last
god,
thing I gave up was chicken and eggs. Chicken and eggs. Those were the last
wow.
yeah, those were the last things that, I gave up. Yeah.
Exactly, chicken and meat, chips and junk food and all this. So
Mhm.
Um, what I did is I asked my community, okay, I'm about to be done with my juice fast, but thank God, my mentor, he has a whole protocol on how to break the fast, you
Mm.
know? And so I followed his protocol. Basically, the first day I was still juicing. Um,
Mhm.
I was still juicing a little bit, but I started eating mono meals. So I started with one fruit. It was what was it again? Oh, it was mangoes. I started with
Mm. Mhm.
wrong choice of fruit. Apparently, apparently it was not supposed to be that one right away, but I made a mistake. Whatever. I ate mangoes, and it was great. I was happy, but I was like, I was afraid though to eat. I was like, my body got used to just drinking juice. I have
Right.
to put
Yeah.
this in my mouth. I even made a video when I was like staring at the mango. I was like, am I gonna eat?
Mm.
I don't want to eat you. I don't want to. No, I'm scared. What is it gonna do to my body? You know what? Let's go for it. And I took a bite, and I was like, whoa, it's so. I don't know. It was just like so amazing. I'm like, wow, it tastes so good. But back in the
Mhm.
days, I didn't really feel attached to mangoes. A little bit, but now it's just like an explosion of taste. I was like, wow, my taste buds have changed. But I'm like, I'm enjoying this.
Mhm.
And the next day, I had watermelon. So I started decreasing the juices. So
Mhm.
watermelon, mangoes. I introduced strawberries. Again, eating slowly. But I remember
Mm.
the first day I ate too fast and I almost choked because my body was in
Mm.
shock. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Mhm.
slow down. It's like my brain was saying, slow down. just chew it.
Right, right. And what's the importance behind eating your food slowly, Lucy?
Well, it's just for it to like process it, for it
Mm,
to digest it properly and also
right.
not traumatize your body. That's what people were telling me, like, don't
Hmm.
traumatize your body. But I was also feeling it. My body was like, whoa, I was about to choke because I ate the mangoes like, nah, nah, nah. And then I was
Mm-hmm.
like, like, oh my God, okay, whoa, 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 whoa. So I felt like my body was kind of like pushing it back, like, you know, too much, okay? Too much, too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I felt.
Right, right, right. And so now, so after the 52 days, you transition off, you are, you're eating fruit,
Raw
and
vegan.
then,
Yeah.
and you're raw vegan. So you don't eat any cooked food.
So yeah, cook food, but I would say that after the first juice fast, when I became fully raw, it was close to my birthday. I had a raw vegan cake, a carrot cake
Hmm.
that my niece did for me,
Hmm.
and it was fine. I experiment a lot in the kitchen because I was like a newbie.
Hmm.
And after 2 months, we went to Cuba, and I fell off the wagon. Oh man, I
Mm.
went to
Hmm.
Cuba in May. For going to Cuba made me think about my mom because it's the same
Mm.
type of vibe, and it's close to Haiti, same type of food. So I was eating raw, I was eating my fruits there, but then I saw the rice, I saw the
Mm.
peas, I saw the
Mm.
chicken. In the
Mhm.
space of 3 days while being there, I gave in. I was
Mm.
like, oh no, I ate
Mhm.
chicken, I ate
Mhm.
pork. I'm telling you, my body got so pissed at me.
Mm.
Constipation. I started blowing up a little bit and I was like, I feel weird. Oh no, those symptoms with the sugar are coming back. Oh my God, the
Mm.
diabetes symptoms are coming back. I'm like, oh no, 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 no. So as soon as we left Cuba, this is when I committed to say to myself, okay, we're doing a 100-day juice fast. You have a food addiction.
Wow.
You have a food addiction.
Mhm.
You're not healed yet. Nope.
Mhm.
There's emotional traumas happening, emotional detox happening. We're doing a 100-day juice fast. I bought the
Mm.
Nama J2 juicer this time.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's it. We're doing 100 days. The first 4 days was hell. I had trouble committing. There was chips lying around in the house. I ate the bag while juicing. I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? And then my community stepped in and said, nope, you can do this. Here's a trick. Trick your brain. Every time you see chips, tell yourself, "Oh, I'll break the fast tomorrow." Just to trick your brain. You look at it,
Mm.
smell it,
Mhm.
ignore it after that. So after the fourth day, I started juicing normally. I got stronger mentally as well.
Mhm.
And oh man, that 100-day juice fast changed my life even more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And so all your symptoms cleared up, from the type 2 diabetes, the heart palpitations, all the stuff that you were going through, cleared up. Your eyesight got better. And then, though, one of the other things that happened to you, you mentioned that you had always suffered from anxiety and depression. How did how did the juice fast and changing your lifestyle impact that? Because now you don't look like a depressed person or somebody dealing with anxiety. So how did that impact your mood and your mental well being?
Oh man, it changed a lot of things. It's like doing this detox, it detox a lot of things in my whole life too. It's like it brought back all the things that I didn't deal with when I was a kid, all those childhood trauma. It's like they came back up for me to face them and release them. So basically,
Mm.
it's like I would, all those memories that I had suppressed, all those traumas, they came back up for a reason, but it's like it was a way for me to relive them and release them. It's like I was doing this a lot of inner work, meditating too helped, just praying too, talking about it with people, with my mentor. It's like I was just relieving myself from all those things that caused me depression and anxiety. I ended up quitting my job too. It's like I got
Mm.
a light bulb say, quit your job. You're getting anxiety all the time. Just quit, just jump. And I was like,
Mhm.
what am I jumping into? It's like, I'm jumping in nothingness. No, okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to follow my instinct. I'm just going to quit my job. I quit the job that was
Mm.
causing me a lot of anxiety. And I was like, I feel like I'm here for a reason, and I need to help people that dealt with the same thing like me, like depression, anxiety, fibroids, type 2 diabetes, whatever. I feel like I need to be of service. I feel like if I felt like God activated me and just saying like, okay, it's time for you to walk your path, your purpose. You're here for a reason.
Mm.
It's like God gave me a second chance to live, and I had to take it. It's like it's true. Gave me a second chance. I'm still here. I'm alive. What? I'm still here. I thought I was gonna pass away in 2022, and here I
Yeah.
am. And just doing this inner work, it's really like depression and anxiety started fading away. I started removing the people that were causing me anxiety too, because what happened is my environment changed. Your whole life changes.
Mhm.
All the people that were used to me being a doormat and a people pleaser and somebody that didn't speak her truth or stand in her powers, well, they didn't really like that new version of me stepping into her
Mm.
power, speaking out, speaking up, saying how I feel, like looking at them in the eyes, and expressing myself. Some of them were like, "Oh, who's this person?" Because a lot of them were
Mhm.
projecting on me during this whole juice fast.
Mhm.
So it's like my whole life got a whole detox, and
Yeah.
was causing me anxiety, it started getting removed. Bye, bye, bye. Okay. Yeah.
That's amazing. I know exactly what you're talking about. When I did my first juice cleanse, I was just so surprised at how much clarity I had, how I started dreaming again, started having visions again for my life. And it's amazing the impact that food has on our bodies. It
Yes.
can be the slowest form of poison or the most beautiful form of healing. And it's not only healing of the body, but it's a very spiritual thing that you go through when you do a juice fast. In fact, I started my current business, my supplement company, was birthed during my first juice fast. And I think you had a kind of a similar experience because now what you're doing is you're an anxiety and depression coach. You weren't doing that before you experienced your transformation. So was that all birthed out of the time when you were doing your juice fast? And how
Yes.
did that happen?
It all happened like that, and it's like the ideas came to me, and my mentor that was in charge of the raw vegan community started. He created a business class. So I'm like, oh well, it's the same mentor. Might as well join his business class too.
Mhm.
And I got inspired too. So it's like all of this activated me. Like, okay, it's time for me to help people. It's time for me to
Mm,
help
mhm,
people that dealt with the same thing. So by joining this class, it helped me. It was still the same raw vegan community, but business class this time. So this is
mhm,
when it all happened, and I created this community called Spirit Reborn. And
mm.
the reason why it's called Spirit Reborn is because I named myself the Phoenix Rising because I felt like I was rising from the ashes of fire. Like my old life was like fading away, and I entered a new life, it was like a new
Right.
dimension basically, new
Mm,
person, new seeing life with fresh new eyes, and
mhm,
everything. It was really like a spiritual awakening, like even more like a spiritual awakening, closer to God. And I decided to create this community called Spirit Reborn, which is also still related to the Phoenix Rising. Because Spirit Reborn is all about helping people get in touch with all aspects of themselves, like the highest consciousness, higher self, and dealing with their understanding, also connecting with their inner child, because a
mm.
lot of us tend to suppress our inner child,
Right.
and by doing so you're suppressing your true authentic self, because your inner
Mm,
child is your true self, your joyful side, your creative side. And some of us, when we become adults, we're like, you know what? No, I don't have time to have fun or do the things I used to love when I was a kid, like drawing or, I don't know, playing the guitar or dancing. Because now it's all about work, going to bed, take care of my kids, or doing the things that people do normally, but suppressing
mhm,
that side of me. No fun part, no creative
mm,
part, just work, work, work. And I did that in the past, and it caused me more the depression. But now I really got in touch with my inner child, and like, oh yeah, this is truly me. I love being creative. I love being creative in the kitchen, trying new recipes. I love video games. I love Harry Potter. I'm a huge fan. I love doing puzzles. So yeah, I got really in touch with my inner child. It's like getting in touch with all aspects of me and feeling like, hey, this is me. This is Lucie.
mm.
So
Hmm.
embracing that part, and basically, I teach people to really get in touch with their inner child, and also understanding the signals their body sends them, because the body talks. And during this whole transition, this whole healing journey, I got more in touch with my body. I started understanding it, all the symptoms and everything. I started giving my body a lot of love, giving myself hugs. I know it's weird, but I gave myself hugs and say, "Okay, I love you. I'm sorry if I treated you badly. Really, I'm sorry." I started, yeah, just doing meditation on my body too, like really understanding what it was telling me, because yeah, the body talks. This is a vessel.
Hmm.
We're that soul having that human experience inside that vessel. That vessel is temporary. So might as well treat it right and listen to
Mm.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Lucie, what advice would you give to someone who may right now be suffering with type 2 diabetes and just don't know what to do? They're feeling hopeless and just don't know how to start, don't know what to eat, don't know what to do. What advice would you give them?
Well, the first step I would tell them is start meditating. Start meditating. Start connecting with yourself, because I feel like people would get scared. I was scared, but I had to really dive inside of me, like really understand what's happening, really ask myself what's going on and what could I do to make this better. So if you're not spiritual or religious, whatever, but at least do some breathing techniques and start visualizing who you want to become. You
Mm,
visualize yourself being completely healthy, like without the type 2 diabetes. Start with that, and then join a community, get help, find somebody, a mentor that can assist you by doing a juice fast. I had actually this question asked, somebody asked me that question on Instagram, like, I have type 2 diabetes, I'm not feeling great mentally. Said, you know what, first thing, meditation. You don't know how to
mm,
meditate? Do at least 10 minutes of breathing,
mhm,
breathing meditation. Just concentrate on your breathing and start visualizing what you want for yourself, your vision. What is your vision? What do you want for yourself? So, whatever vision you have, picture it, see it, feel it, and it's going to manifest. That's why I tell people, concentrate, journal, journal. Start incorporating a lot of fruits in your diet, whatever diet you have. Start incorporating
mhm,
this, but what I tell people is start with a juice fast. Look,
mm,
I'm telling you what I did. Start with a
mhm,
juice fast. You really want to
mhm,
get rid of that type 2 diabetes? Juice fast. Join a community. Get,
mhm.
be surrounded by people that
Got it.
believe in your journey.
Yeah. And so, what's a typical day of eating for you now, Lucie? Like, what do you have in a typical day? What is Lucie eating?
Typical day for me now. Well, right now it's really high fruits now. I started
Mhm,
changing things around, because during the holidays I kind of decided to eat a little bit of cooked food, and my body retaliated against me, and I've gained like
mhm,
20 pounds, and I'm trying to lose it back. So yeah,
mhm.
that happened during the holidays. I
Right,
didn't do
right.
that again. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, let's go high fruit. Let's go high
Mhm,
fruit. So in the morning, I start with a green juice, lemon ginger
mhm,
blast. I drink that, and then I have a mono meal. Sometimes it's watermelon, like a big watermelon. Well,
mhm,
big this portion all to
mhm,
myself. I eat it, and sometimes and also after that I have like a smoothie bowl, like
mhm,
strawberry bananas, or sometimes it's bananas with blueberries, and then I put a little bit of I put more blueberries on top, and also sometimes kiwis sometimes, and cacao nibs. But now I'm trying to take a step back from cacao nibs a little bit,
mhm,
because I really want to concentrate really on tasting the fruit.
mm,
And after that, I have more fruits again. It can be grapes, a whole bowl of grapes, and sometimes a whole bowl of blueberries again. Yeah, I love
mhm,
blueberries. I'm obsessed with
mhm.
that. And sometimes it gives you a little bit of yeah, it gives you a little bit of mangoes. And for dinner, it will be some zucchini noodles with some walnut meat and
Mhm,
some avocados, a little bit of cherry tomatoes. I do my own dressing, which is ham stees with lemon, a bit of lemon, and a little bit of different type of spices. And sometimes I put nutritional yeast, but I'm still questioning nutritional yeast. Apparently, that's not raw, but I don't really
Oh,
consider.
it's not.
I
Oh,
don't know. That's what I've heard, but I love it so much.
oh, yeah, I do too.
I don't know.
And so you also have don't you have an ebook, a raw
Yeah,
vegan? What's
I
the name of it, and how can people find that?
so it's called the Phoenix Raw Vegan Delights. That came to me in a dream, like, hey, how about you just create an ebook to help your family, or help people that don't know anything about raw veganism? Because my whole environment is based with people eating different types of things like meat, and my brother is vegan, but that I live with, and my niece as well. But the rest of my family, they eat meat, or yeah, lots of Haitian tradition food. So I'm like,
Mhm.
let me create something maybe to inspire them, and also other people that are interested of knowing what raw veganism is. So fun little recipes, to make nice greens, zucchini
Mhm.
noodles, salads, soups, different type of recipe. So it's called like I was telling, the Phoenix Raw Vegan Delight. You can find it
Mhm.
on my Linktree link. Um, and there's about like 28 recipes in there, even the raw vegan lasagna as well in there.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I just decided, just let me
Do you have any
do.
raw vegan desserts? One of the things
Yes.
that I'm gonna try today for the first time, I'm gonna try this raw vegan carrot cake. Yeah, I saw this recipe, so I'm gonna try it today and see what happens. I'll let you know.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Uh,
That was my birthday cake last year.
oh, really?
Yeah, my niece made it for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
I
like
used
her
to
birthday
love carrot cake when I used to,
present.
before I became vegan. I love carrot cake, so
Oh
I
my
can't wait.
God.
I can't wait to try this.
Let
I
me know how
can't
you
wait.
like it. So good. Oh
So
yeah,
I
it's such
didn't
a
ask
dessert.
you, what about working out? I didn't ask you, did you work out during your fast, and what
Oh
did
yeah.
that look like?
Oh yeah, I did. I started going to the gym, maybe like 3 to 4 times a week. Just going on a treadmill, like really, like sometimes putting the I can't even pronounce it in English.
Mhm.
The inclining,
Incline,
how do you
yeah,
call
the incline. Mhm.
yeah, the incline, and I would do it like for 50 minutes or an hour, just being on a treadmill. I would do a
Mhm.
little bit of weights, but it was not recommended. My mentor was saying, just don't do too much weights, because you're
Yeah, when
you're, you're
yeah,
detoxifying.
yeah,
So
you don't overwhelm your body.
just
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
walking. So I just basically walk. I would dance a little bit, because I like to do
Mhm.
Zumba.
Mhm.
But it was mostly just treadmill. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. See, thank you so much for sharing your incredible journey of healing, to have healed your body from type 2 diabetes. You got your sight is now great. You're not dealing with depression, not having heart palpitation. You're feeling good. You're looking good. And I think, your story is going to help inspire so many people to know that change is possible and that healing is possible. And we can do it through just making lifestyle changes. And I know it's not easy, but it is possible. So
It is.
thank you so much for sharing your journey. And tell us again where people can connect with you on social media and your website. Tell us where they can.
Sure. So my name on social media is the Phoenix Rising 82. It's the same name everywhere: YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. And when you go through my Instagram, you're gonna see my Linktree link. You're gonna see all my other websites and how to join my private Facebook group called Spirit Reborn. And you're gonna be able to see my ebook, the Phoenix Raw Vegan Delights, and also a free ebook that's currently there too for people that just want to try nice green, and what wants to know what mono meals are too. So yeah, nice service to you, basically. Yes.
Also, well, thank you so much, Lucie. The Phoenix Rising. I love that. Keep on
Thank
rising,
you.
Lucie. Thank you
Thank you
so
so much for
much.
having me.